Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This 10 things that challenged me. Let's get started, okay? So the first thing was shifting. I had never shifted anything but a lawn tractor to mow the lawn. And now I've got to shift. It was challenging. I was different. I could shift down gears much easier than shifting up. I don't know why, but I am proof that if you are challenged by shifting, you can do it. Do I claim to be the best shifter in the world? No. When you drive these things, unfortunately, you have grinds. And anybody that tells you they don't, bull shenanigans. So yeah, that's what I think. Oh, who knows? Maybe somebody will post a video of how fabulous they shift. So at some point I will post another video of me shifting, but I don't know when. When I feel like doing it, I'll do it. Okay, moving on to number 2. Learning and remembering the parts of a tractor trailer in order to be able to do my pre-trip. And what I did was I went home at night and I wrote everything, I had learned down on a piece of paper. And then I used YouTube and I looked up, what you need to know for your pre-trip. And then I made notes off of that. And that's how I learned and learned to remember all the parts that I needed to know for my pre-trip, so I wasn't just pointing at them or whatever. Like if you're broke down on the side of the road and you need to call for maintenance, for a mechanic to come help you, if you can tell them the part of the truck or the general area, they can make sure they have the tools they need. They can make sure they have the parts they need, and get you back rolling a lot quicker if you can and help them in that way. Okay, we will move to number 3. Number 3 is going to be parallel parking. Oh my God, was going to be the death of me. I had no control over my tandem tires. I mean, like if I was trying to parallel park, stay clear of me. It was like accidents waiting to happen. I could back a straight line when I got to parallel parking. 3 and 4 are going to kind of blend together, but when it came to I guess I would call it correction now, to be able to maneuver the trailer being so new, I definitely struggled with that. It was very challenging for me. And I will admit, I did not pass my road test the first time. I did not pass it the second time. The third time, they messed up with where I was supposed to go. And, yeah, that didn't happen. I ended up passing it technically on the 4th time. So I'm proof that even though you didn't pass your road test the first time, no matter what no super trucker be telling you, you could still drive a truck. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them, because anybody gonna give you negative don't listen to them. You can still drive a truck, and you can probably drive it better than them. You know why? Because if you got it here, you can drive it. Okay, so we're gonna get back on 3 and 4, not on that tangent. So backing was challenging. I kind of think that sometimes it was a little more challenging for me because I came from a background as a hairdresser, and I had always worked with mirrors, so I had always talked to a mirror. I had always, done hair in a mirror, so worked against the mirror back and forth. And now I had to do it, and even though I was used to it backwards, it was different because I had to watch so many mirrors, my side mirrors, and watching things that it was a little bit overwhelming, so it was a little bit of a challenge for me. So I spent my first year really practicing my backing. I can remember there was nights when I could have went home, but I would grab a traffic cone that was over in the yard that was open. There was nothing there. There was nothing that I could hit. And I would put a traffic cone up and I would tell myself, hit that traffic cone every single time. And I would try. My first day, I put the traffic cone up, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I could not hit that traffic cone. Oh my God, I would be like 6 feet to one side, 6 feet to the other. I would have the trailer like not jackknifing, but enough to know you're not gonna hit the cone. You know, you're not gonna be at the cone. Not that I wanted to hit the cone, but I wanted to back up to it. So I practiced, and I was like, I remember that night I went home and I was bumming so bad. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not gonna get this. I'm never gonna learn to back. So I went back the next day, and my shift finished out, and I said, you know, I'm gonna grab the cone and I'm gonna give it a try again. Well, I'm gonna tell you, it took me a while. It did. It took me a while, and I went slow. And I backed the trailer right up next to that cone. And I was like, oh my God, I did it. I did it. I can do this. And ever since that day, you know, things challenge you, but sometimes you got to push yourself for what you really want. And that's what I did. And even now, it's, you know, I've had my license for 3 years. I can tell you one thing that no longer challenges me is backing. If they told me hook a trailer and go back it all the way where you got to go, I would honestly be more comfortable backing a truck and trailer down the highway. It may take me days to get there, but I would feel more comfortable backing because I have spent that much time. I don't back fast. It's a slow maneuver. Things that are slow maneuvers, I do slow. That means turning. That means backing. Those are slow maneuvers. Those are things you need to be watching your mirrors. You need to be watching everything so that you don't hit anything. So when I have guys joke on me or whatever, brush that off. Because you know what? That license is mine. That ain't theirs. It's my license and I protect it. And you know what? I don't want to be doing no accident paperwork, nothing. Because I buy my pens and I'm not wasting my hard-earned money on writing out an accident report. So I back slow, nice and slow. And don't care what they think. Go nice and slow. Moving on to number 6. Number 5. I almost skipped number 5. And it's an important one. Number 5 is, oh my God, I gotta pee. I gotta go to the bathroom. Unfortunately, it hits us. There is no bathroom in here. The only bathroom inside of here is Diesel's litter box. Diesel is not gonna appreciate if I use his litter box. So, those are things that have to be planned out. I will tell you, everywhere I go, I will ask. If I do not see the restroom, I will ask them, even if I don't have to go, because there's a chance I may come back and I need to use the restroom, and I want to know if there's one there or not. If they don't have a restroom, then I can be able to schedule myself so that I can stop somewhere on the way, or and I can just plan better. So I as a rule will ask. If I don't see it, I will ask, even if I don't have to go or if I do have to go. That way I know if they have a restroom. Because unfortunately some of these places don't have them for us. Yeah, so we give those a thumbs up. Probably not. Because you know what? They have to go to the bathroom. So do we. And we've been driving for God knows how long. You know, trying to keep ourselves hydrated with water. We might have to go to the bathroom. You think we're humans. So that's my opinion on that with bathrooms. I think everywhere should let us use them. I don't think people should be making messes in them, because I've been in some nasty ones, but that's another video. But yeah, I think that, you know, people have to use restrooms. They should have them. So yeah, you got to think about what you're going to do for that. And again, in emergency situations, you do what you got to do. Okay, moving on. We are going to, where am I going to sleep? Diesel doesn't have to worry about it. You know why? He can sleep anywhere because it doesn't matter if I'm parked or not. Diesel gets to sleep. I, on the other hand, it doesn't work that well for me. That is something that has challenged me. It still challenges me. It probably is a big part of why I stay local. Because where am I going to sleep at night? Okay, I got my bed this close to me, but where am I going to sleep at night? So my hat's off to all you OTR drivers. If you see this and take the time to watch this and get this far, thank you for finding places to sleep every night, because it is challenging and it stresses me out and it gives me agita and it scares the crap out of me. Yes, I said crap because it does. It scares the crap out of me to have to find somewhere to shut this thing down so I can sleep. Have I slept in it a few times? This truck I have had to sleep in it, but I've planned ahead of time to know where I was sleeping. And when I was over the road for the short time I did get truck stops to sleep in. But it's still a challenge for me. People have things that challenge them. That's one of the things that challenged me, and it's kind of held me back a little bit from moving forward. Moving on to number 7. Where am I gonna fuel? This doesn't affect me so much being a local driver, but it kind of a little bit now because our fuel stops have changed, so I have to plan a little bit better when I'm gonna get fuel. But some people are so impatient. But over the road, you have to be able to plan it that much even more. You know, you need to know, you know, where are you going to get the fuel, and that's definitely challenging for me. The trip planning part is like, I know I need somewhere to sleep. I know I need somewhere to fuel my truck. You know, those are things I know I need at this point, but it's still very challenging for me to have my load that I have to deliver, my truck that needs fuel, where I'm going to sleep. And I think I'm an example of that. That it doesn't mean that I'm less of a driver. It just means that those are things that are challenging me right now. It doesn't mean that they're going to challenge me forever, but for right now, those are things that are challenging me. And those are 2 big factors to what keep me a local driver, because it makes me nervous. And getting people to have the time to help you in something that comes a lot more natural to other people, or maybe they just go out and figure it out. I don't know. I can't get the answers. I ask everybody and they're like, oh, just hook the load and go. You'll find it along the way. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to find myself a ticket for stopping the truck and sleeping because I ain't going to wreck because I can't find somewhere to sleep. So, and then I hear such like horror stories that people can't find places to sleep, so they're running illegal, and I don't want to run illegal. You know, there's a reason why there's laws, and you know, there's a reason why DOT has, you know, set up things the way they have, and because people choose not to follow that, you know, is not good. And I don't want to break the law. You know, I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I try to be. Jesus. So I know, what does he have to do with this? A lot, because he's here with me every day. Okay, next. Getting lost. Oh my God, we're lost. I don't know where I am. Well, I used to freak out about that. And it was like, oh, I'm lost. The world's coming to the end like Chicken Little. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. And then once I had to reset the camera because it was jumping around too much. Once I realized, you know what? And actually, I think I was in school when I worked at Schneider for a short time, and we'll get into that sometime, maybe, I don't know. But I think I was in school there, and they said to me, you're only lost until you can get turned around. You're only lost till you can get turned around. I'm no longer lost. I just need to get turned around. So now, if that happens, I don't freak out as much, because I'm like, okay, stop the truck. It's not the end of the world. Though sometimes I still think it's the end of the world. And I turn it to Ashley Little, like Chicken Little. But it's not the end of the world. You just have to find somewhere to turn around. And sometimes finding that place to turn around can be challenging. Again, that's why. Challenging finding that spot. Because now, you know, this is where you got to know your equipment. And that's where slow maneuvers come in. That's where backing comes in. On all those skills that in the beginning are so challenging, when you get lost and you're new, so it's going to happen, those things challenge you. And still, it's 3 years later, and it still can be challenging. But yeah, getting lost. So getting lost, who likes getting lost? I don't think there's any truck driver that likes it. And if they do, they're crazy. Crazy truck drivers. Number 9. Oh, number 9 played in with getting lost. I think we covered that. Getting myself turned around. So yeah, we covered that. We can move on. And now we are number 10. Number 10, number 10, number 10. I wrote my doc here. It's C. Well, maybe C. C. So, sometimes when I don't want to forget a doc, this is a little extra something. It's not number 10. I wrote it on my hand if I don't have a piece of paper. And here's the kicker. I did have my little notebook, and I still wrote it on my hand. So, figure that out. Number 10. And this is an important one. I guess I could have put it as number 1, but I put it as number 10. I like to do things different. Number 10, being respected as a woman driving a tractor trailer. Well, it hasn't always come easy. I think it's something that is earned. It doesn't scare me, and it doesn't challenge me anymore. So I put it in here because in the beginning it did. I think I let people sometimes intimidate me. I think when people think you can't do something, or if people think you're gonna fail. In life, people are gonna think you fail at things. But you have to be strong for yourself. And if you truly love doing something and you want it bad enough, no matter what anyone thinks, and it doesn't matter if it's a male, it's a female, or anyone, you're gonna do what you want to do. And I knew from the very start I wanted to be a truck driver. I never had a doubt, though it challenged me the most I had ever been challenged in my life. And now it's 4 years that 3 years I've had my license, and 4 years I've been around the industry. And there's not one day that I haven't absolutely loved the fact that I'm a truck driver. I've had people say hurtful things to me. I've had people say hurtful things behind my back. I've had people say I can't back. I've had people make false accusations. I have trouble with that. I've had people make rumors up about me. I've had people hope that I would fail. You don't need somebody to tell you, and what I've done is it's not a challenge for me anymore, and it doesn't scare me anymore. And I don't let any of that, I don't have to prove a gosh darn damn thing to anybody. I don't have to prove anything to them. You know what I do? I come out here and I do what I love, and I've decided to share it with you guys. I still battle with things every day.